Hey guys, it's Tyson, also known as Tom, and I'm joined with Metcha.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, and I'm going to use this as a 300 subscriber special that I recently just hit 300 subs, so thank you to all you guys. And thank you, round of applause and bow.
Sorry.
anyway, um, in this video, it's not really. We're going to show you We're going to show you some footages of Medieval and some other Total War games. We're going to talk about comparisons of Medieval to Rome, and then later on we'll talk about comparisons for other games in the future and what we expect in Rome 2. But
Total
anyway,
War.
Mitchell, do you want to
Uh,
just talk about yourself?
um. Yeah. Hi. I'm Metcha here. I play quite a lot of the Total War games, more to do with the newer ones like Napoleon and Empire and Shogun. Yeah, I get my arse kicked in Rome and medieval, quite bad actually. But yeah, that's about me, and I'm really terrible at games. Hello.
Yeah, woo! I'm terrible at games. But yeah, also, the link to your YouTube channel will be in the description, so everyone go check him out. That'd be lovely. If you
That
love
would.
me,
I would.
if you love me, you'll love Metcha. If you don't love me, I don't know why you're here. So yeah.
I'll
Okay.
give you a sticker. That's a promise. I will. I will. I will actually send you a sticker.
uh, and I'll send you a free T-shirt. How about
Damn
that?
it.
Damn it! You always beat me. Always beat me. But anyway, let's get into this. Okay. So Medieval, Total War, and Rome. Because Medieval 2 was the game. Was it released after Rome Total War? Was that right?
Yeah, 2006, I think.
Okay. And we all. If you haven't played Rome 2, then you're missing. Not Rome 2. If you haven't played,
Nobody's played Rome 2 yet.
no one's played it. Well, if you have, well, not really. But anyway, Rome to the War is a classic game. It will never get old. It's just so simple and brilliant. I've been playing it for most of my life, I would say. Like it's a game that I remember just
Yeah.
getting from a really young. I just got it at a really young age. Still terrible at it. Nah, actually, nah. I'm okay. Finally, after like 9 years of playing,
I'm still
I'm
terrible at it.
okay.
It's terrible at it.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, it was a brilliant game. Everyone loved it. But when Medieval 2 came out, that was a whole different story. The graphics
Yeah.
were unbelievable. They still are unbelievable in my eyes. Like the units, I love how like not all the units look exactly the same. That's one thing that I
Yeah,
loved.
like in Rome 2 Total War, it was like they were all just clones. So it was like the same guy next to the same guy
It
next
would
to
have
the
been
same guy.
so easy to make as well. You make one unit, boom, you're done. Medieval, you have to make about 10 different maybe.
Yeah, there's like 10 different in one unit.
And
So it's
you
quite
realize
cool.
you would think that some look exactly the same, but they're not. You realize that the pattern on the shield is different, and you're like, oh, whoa, didn't see that.
Yeah, and then some of them have like little mustache things, and then it's like the other guys have like
I love the
massive
mustaches.
like French things going out to like 10 foot at each side. Maybe
Mm,
not like that actually,
yeah,
but you get the point.
yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, so also like not like in battle, like they have like little standoffs, like they have like little sword fights, and like you know how like he stabs him in the ground with his axe or sword
Yeah, it's
in
like each
medieval.
character is individually made for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I love about medieval. Anything else about medieval?
Um,
There's plenty. I just
I
can't
quite
think of it.
yeah, I quite like how there's it was the first game to have all the proper factions, the hacking or not hacking, but like going into the script drive and rescripting it for Rome. Because I remember having to do that a heap of times because like you wanted to play as like Spain or some
mm.
other like nation like that. But in medieval, they've kind of made all of them playable. Like to me, it was the first. I liked it as well because it was the first Total War I played that you could actually play as my country
Yeah,
individually.
yeah.
So it was quite good.
Yeah, that's the thing that I liked about that because you could play so many like especially in Scotland like especially because that's where you're from like that would have been awesome for you to play as Scotland.
It was.
Yeah, and especially like not just medieval the expansion I think is that right the expansion
Yeah, the
and you play like
Britannia one, I
Crusaders
think it was.
Yeah, Britannia, like the campaign for Britannia is so fun. It's just all of England, Ireland, Scotland, just all about that, and I think that's so
It's,
fun. And
it's
you
a
got
bit like the William Wallace story, a bit.
yeah,
There's like
yeah, that's what I thought.
he shows up in it apparently. I've never got that far in it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, me neither.
apparently he shows up.
Yeah, I get bored of campaigns a lot. I know. So you got the Aztecs and you got the Teutonic. I think that's right.
Yeah. The Oh yeah. I know
I
what you're on
actually
about.
haven't played that. I played it once.
I haven't played the Aztec one.
Oh, the campaign of that is terrible. Trust me, it's
Oh.
terrible. It's it's
Oh, this
really,
is good.
I actually did start. I remember this one time. I didn't even like look at the campaign. I start. This is before any of my third ages as well. I had no idea about campaign. I started doing the Aztec one, and as I started, I was in a desert, and I was about. It would have taken me about 6 turns to even get anywhere out of my area. It was horrible. I was like, no. And as I was recording, I just said, no, I'm not recording this, and just deleted it all. It was horrible. But yeah, it
Oh.
wasn't a good time. But anyway, so let's go and talk about campaigns compared to Rome, Total War, and Medieval. I reckon it's pretty similar, but I'm not
Mm.
sure. There's a few
Um,
there's a few different things about it.
to me, Empire Total War was quite a big breakthrough because it seemed more realistic and it was more modern warfare. Like in Rome and medieval, you didn't have to worry about having like militaries and technology wasn't really a big thing. But in Empire Total War, it was like a big jump because you know you had to constantly worry about were your ministers doing a good job. You
Mm,
know, are
yeah.
you researching the right technologies? Are other countries and factions going to get ahead of you because you're not getting the right technologies? You know, are your generals really fit for the battle? Because the generals had a big influence in the battles in Empire Total War as well.
Yeah. So it's a lot more complex, you would say. Like it's a lot more complicated.
Yeah, and then Napoleon, it gets a little bit more confusing because that's the first time they introduce attrition, which is like you can't be outside your province in the winter months.
Oh wow,
So
really?
well you can, but your men start suffering losses because diseases and the cold
Oh,
and all that.
really?
So
Oh.
yeah,
Well, that's
so
something
that
I
made
didn't
it
know. I learnt something
that
just then. That sounds pretty awesome. Because I don't actually have Napoleon Total War. It's something I will get in the future, but it just hasn't really caught my eye. Really, really into like the ancient and medieval. So that's the reason why I haven't got it. But yeah, but like I've watched campaign videos all over YouTube, and it looks a lot of fun. But I reckon it's just too complicated for me.
you would get used to it over a long time. Like
Yeah, I think that definitely would happen. Like, because on my third age series, when I started off, it was embarrassing. I admit it. It was
oh,
embarrassing.
yours was embarrassing. Did you see mine's with Dale? Oh, I failed that so miserably.
Yeah, yeah. I think was it Shogun? Was it one of your? I'm not sure. It was
Oh,
ages. It was
the
ages ago. You have so many videos. You have like 30 more than me.
was it the Fall of the Samurai one?
I actually can't remember. It was actually quite a while ago. But yeah.
I remember fail. Yeah, Fall of the Samurai. Well, since we're on that topic now, Fall of the Samurai is like I'm used to playing normal Shogun because that's the kind of era that I like. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
I've kind of got my stuff self stuck to the normal Shogun, and for Fall of the Samurai, it was a lot more complicated than that because in Fall of the Samurai when the whole is like a whole update came out for it and everything like a new the diplomacy changed as well, so it's like you could be allied with one nation one turn and then the next turn they would already be at your capital city raiding you down. So that's one thing I wasn't used to and looking out for
Yeah.
in Fall of the Samurai. So yeah, I think that kind of put me off a bit. But it's a great DLC for it. It's just, you have to get used to it really.
Yeah, and that means you have to play a lot of it. Like
Yeah.
many hours, many hours. Yeah, but
I'm good at the naval battles as well. That's a new thing that they added in
yeah, yeah,
Empires.
that was a huge step. I wasn't sure if that was like it was good because the first time I did a naval, terrible. That's it. That's one word you could pretty much say. I was terrible at it. I never failed so much in my life. I was expecting to food like go, yeah, I've got a ship. Let's go blow it down. Oh wait, no, I'm on fire.
Oh,
My men are jumping in the
I
water.
was.
My men are dead.
What are you
My
doing?
ship is sinking. My ship is gone. Oh, oh yeah, I've lost. Oh, awesome.
Oh, tell me about the tutorial that you played in Napoleon.
Oh my god. Right. I recently. It wasn't recently. It was quite a few months ago now. I wanted to try out Napoleon Total War, so I downloaded the thing off Steam. Alright, and I was doing the tutorial, okay? And I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Look at this. I've got two squads of like riflemen or whatever, and
Yeah, Fusiliers.
and I've got a cannon. Okay, and I was testing all the different settings for cannon because you got like spray. Is it? Is that what it's?
Shrapnel.
That's it. Ugh, always forget. Thank you for being here. Oh, we've
You're welcome. Smile,
anyway,
smiles
anyway, that word he said,
largely.
Strapnel. Is that how you say it? Strapnel?
Yeah.
Whatever. Or we could just call it a spray because it like sprays out. But anyway, I,
Sounds a bit sexual, but okay.
if you want it to be sexual, you can, yeah, you can think that. But no, I'm talking about a cannon. Okay, not a dick. Okay. Yes, I said it. But anyway, I was testing all the different settings and I I set it to the strapnel thing. Okay, and then I just left it. I forgot about it. I clicked one of my rifle squads. I made them walk past it, and also my cannon fired. And this strapnel is designed for taking out like large groups of like men.
Units.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
units. I used it on a horse once. Brilliant, best side. But anyway, I lost the whole squad of men, and pretty much I lost the tutorial. I don't think that's ever happened to me in any other game. You can lose a tutorial because the tutorial was pretty much meant to make you win. Like it's like, ah, I lost the tutorial. I said it.
Palmface. Ah,
Pa-
shit.
yeah,
Shit.
that was the first and last time I played Napoleon. Uh,
Mm.
good times,
Well,
good times.
I was on Fall of the Samurai with Setsun King not that long ago actually, and we were doing a naval battle. It was for my 50 sub special. Oh, thank you guys for the 50 subscribers, by the way. And anyway, oh, thank you. And
Yeah,
it was we were playing a naval battle. And, you know, I haven't played naval battles in Fall of the Samurai in a while because I played them a lot in Napoleon and Empire because I was more used to the ships in that one. So
Mm.
we played it on online, and I clearly obliterated Saxon King. It was actually so great. I loved it.
I
Um,
loved it. I
although
loved it so
yeah,
much.
I think it was kind of revenge though, because we did a land battle before that, and he just kicked my arse so easy.
Ah,
It
so
was like,
what was that?
I have
Metcha.
no idea.
Anyway, um, so you're pretty much saying you're a pirate.
Yeah, I'm Steve.
Ah, hi Steve. Hi Steve the pirate. And also,
Hello, Thomas.
Thomas. You can call me Thomas if you
Thomas.
want. I think I've never played Shogun, and I've played a bit of Napoleon. But the things that I've seen, Napoleon, they're in like they're out at sea, and same with Empire. They're all like out at sea. I'm not sure if you can play it on like lakes, but on Shogun, like I've noticed that you can play like in like giant lakes and stuff, and you can actually capture like things on the map, and that's what I really liked about Shogun. You could actually capture places.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like what happens is if you get these ports, and what happens is sometimes the enemy can attack your ports. So what you do is you send a ship over to go take the enemy's fleet out, so you can open your port again. And if your port's upgraded enough, it has what's called coastal batteries. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
four of them, and if they already start on your side and they already help you, like you just press on them and you choose what targets you want them to fire at. But if the enemy captures them, they can use them against you.
Ah.
So that can be quite an annoying thing to happen. But yeah, I do get what you mean. That's like a really good thing about Shogun is makes the battles worth something more.
Yeah, and
Like
it's not just on naval. It's on land as well. You can capture things that can give you
yeah,
like a bonus.
towers. Yeah, you can capture like towers and bonus like dojos and all that.
Yeah, that's the word. I love that word. Dojos.
Dojo. Yeah, it's like it makes the battle feel like it's not just about killing all the men, it's about strategically placing your guys like, oh, should I go get this thing that upgrades my bowman, or should I just go charge in and maybe risk him getting it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm obviously I've never played it, but I'm just saying this sort of like what I've watched. Like I've watched a lot of uh Air of Carthage because that's pretty much that.
Oh yeah.
I watched a lot of his stuff, and it looks so awesome. Just like the fact that you can capture stuff, it's like it makes it changes the game a lot. Like it's not just like one boring map with just a bit of terrain. It's got like like places where you can use it. Like you know what I mean. You can use it as your advantage. You know, like you can really,
Yeah.
and it can be a game changer. Some of these things, like attack bonus. If like example, if they're exactly the same squads, think about this. They're exactly the same squads. You get that attack bonus, you've instantly got that massive advantage. If there's two like I don't know much of the units. All I know is pretty much the samurais. There's two samurai
Yeah.
squads going against each other. I'm not sure if you can get the exact same squads for teams, but I'm guessing you can. Um,
Yeah.
if you get that attack, you can get an attack bonus, right?
Um, it's like that, except for it's like you get katana samurai, which are always sword samurai, and then you get a sword dojo that would
Oh
upgrade
yeah,
the
yeah.
katana samurai, and then you get I can't remember what I think it's like a yari dojo, and then you get a bow dojo, and then
Oh,
you
so
get a
confusing.
farm that increases your morale, and then you get a no, you get a temple that increases your morale. You get a farm that increases your like you don't get as tired as easy and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's awesome. So I reckon that's something that's definitely going to be in Rome 2. So if you want to talk about
Yeah,
Rome
definitely.
2 for a bit now.
Sure.
So what we've seen so far, they've released a trailer showing a few clips of like situations that are related to the game. Like, instance, it's got like a centurion being dragged by two other Romans, and if people who don't know this, the person who's getting dragged and the person that slits his throat, those guys are twins. Okay, and the story is that you will betray. What will you do for Rome? Because that's what pretty much says at the end, saying what will you do for Rome. And in the movie clip, that guy getting dragged along, and there's like a fire and stuff going along. Pretty much, he betrayed his brother and killed him just so he could have the power. So that just shows how much like you have to do. You have to sacrifice, or not really sacrifice really. And
No, but you got to take big choices that will
yeah.
determine how your campaign is played and styled around your
Mm,
gameplay. Like also in the trailer, you've got the senator, which I think there's going to be like I thought the diplomacy in Napoleon was going to be difficult, but I think the in Rome 2 Total War the diplomacy, the council and all that is going to be a lot more in depth.
yeah, yeah.
Let's say that than previous Total Wars as well. I think it's going to be like how Rome was a very very serious about democracies. Like
Yeah,
if
that was
emperors tried to
crazy.
show
Yeah,
up, they would kill them and all that.
yeah. Like if you've watched any kind of Rome movie, TV series, like the Senate and stuff, they were so important back then. Like, and that's one of the reasons why Caesar was he some
Killed.
yeah, that's the reason why he was killed, because he wanted to pretty much take over that, didn't he? I can't really I'm
No,
not
it was
I can't remember.
it was a story that like he went off and he had conquered Gaul, which had been a big trouble towards Rome, and then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
came back and everybody loved him, and the Senate got scared that he was going to declare himself emperor, and the people would agree with him,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's true.
and then
It's all
it
about the
turns out that
people.
yeah, he didn't want to turn himself into an emperor. He just wanted to come back and just settle down. But obviously, the people still loved him and they always went up to him and praised him for what he had done.
It's the
And
people's fault. It's all their fault.
it is a bit actually because the Senate don't like attention being taken away from them. They have to be the center of the attention for it.
Yeah.
So they killed him.
So they killed him, and also in that Rome 2 Total War, I think that's how you say it. It shows like a different side of assassins, because normally in the other Total War games you see like it's assassins as in like you see like for example Medieval 2, you see a guy walk into his room while he's sleeping with a snake. I don't still don't understand that. You can just easily go up to him, slice his throat, run away. But also, actually, I guess a snake would like show that it was like you couldn't tell if it was someone. But as you saw the redhead making love to that old guy,
Oh yeah.
and oh god, that was beautiful. I must say, no, I'm
Thank you.
kidding. But anyway, and you shown like
Oh,
that's a whole different size of like assassins, and that did happen. There was a lot of like girls who got paid a lot of money just to pretty much sleep with the guy and then stab him, because it's a good chance. Like he's having an orgasm, he's bowing back, he's enjoying it. He's left his whole throat open, boom, dead, easily done, just like
so
that.
yeah, I'm looking at the snapshots right now on YouTube. The first one is a Roman boat obviously there might be a ram ability on the Roman boat because it just clearly just teared through the a Carthaginian boat by the look of it here. It looks pretty cool actually.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah. And
Um,
also, the pretty much the massive thing about Rome 2, the biggest thing, combining naval and land battles together.
oh yeah, yeah, I
This
I
is
seen
gonna
the
be crazy. Like, oh
yeah.
my god,
Also,
boom.
um, yeah, this like if you've got a city near the coast, you can include your naval battles plus your men. Also, the cities have been a much bigger. Like if you can remember in previous ones, like Medieval 2, also the battle was only focused on the city,
Yeah,
whereas in Rome 2 they've made like an outer field and then the city. So it's like they've got masses and masses of area
yeah,
outside
yeah,
it
yeah.
that you can fight in.
And it's actually it's like like what it would actually look like. Like Carthage was like a massive city. It was
Oh yeah,
humongous.
this like all the cities were the same, you know, it's just like a wall with all your buildings inside. But in this one, it's like it's got like its harbor wall, it's got the city palace is all different. They've
Mm.
got houses outside, which makes it seem more realistic.
It's yeah. This game is gonna be unbelievably realistic, but I just hope it's not gonna be too different. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
like the gameplay. Like it should like they released the first gameplay, but it wasn't really gameplay. They showed like 10 seconds.
Snapshot.
They showed like 5 seconds of gameplay, and the rest of it was just like cinematics and stuff like that. It was a bit weird. It looked good. I must say it did look good, and also a thing that I think they should do in Total War games for when you have a siege, because like if you've played a siege battle online, if you're attacking, half your army gets shot down by the time you get to the walls. Like, oh, shit, come on, unless you're a Roman, you get testudo, you know, or you got like really good armor. A thing that I want to see that I did see in a snapshot is like defenses. Like you can like in deploying stages in like when you're done deploying like your area, you can set like a little a barricade. I mean
Oh
like
yeah, you set up like little wooden archer palisades. Your
yeah,
archers hide behind
exactly
that,
yeah.
and then they come out and shoot, and then go behind it and reload.
Yeah, that's. I reckon they will introduce that in Rome 2 because
Yeah,
if you look on the snapshots, you do see a lot of them on the way. And
it's funny. I'm looking at the exact snapshot right now. There's like a siege tower, and it looks like the guys there have been given like fire equipment because they're just chucking things that are setting the siege tower on fire. Plus, there's like barricades down on the floor of the outside the walls
yeah,
where people are hiding behind and all that. So I think there will be that kind of um barricade there. That would be really handy though.
it will be very
'Cause
handy.
yeah, I know what you mean. It gets so annoying. It's like it's quite annoying in Shogun as well. Sieges are practically impossible in Shogun because if you've got five archers, say, holding a small fort, you could easily hold that small fort because you just put your archers along the whole walls, and then since it's like you deploy so far away, your archers just tear everyone down by the time they get to the walls,
Mm.
and then they waste quite a lot of energy climbing the walls as well. So they're by the time they get in the fort, they're all tired and like can't be arsed fighting, so they do shit really.
Yeah, I also another thing annoys the shit out of me every time I play a siege battle on Rome Total War. The bloody battering ram sets on fire before it even gets to
Yeah,
the gate every
like
time.
the big cities, like it's all right in the Gallic places because they can't really. The only thing they can get is a wooden palisade, and that's the biggest thing they can get. But yeah. Oh, actually, before we completely move on, about barricades, also the defenders will be allowed to set out what you call them, they're like the stone, no, not stone, they're like wooden spear things, but they go in the like they dig them in the ground. I can't remember what you
Oh
call them
yeah,
now.
yeah. Like what archers can use in
Medieval
in medieval stakes, is that what they're called?
stakes, yeah, that's the one. There,
Wooden
you can
wooden
they
stakes.
can put them in now, like in front of the gate, so that cavalry can't just charge straight in.
Oh god, that's so annoying. Like there's nothing you can really do once like there's a massive fight for the gate. You just have to watch. It's like, and then
That's why.
a lot of what people do, they just set their cab to run straight through them, and that does work. I use that all the time, but yeah, definitely is like stakes in front of the gate. That would be really useful as well. That'd be really good, especially for if you have like an elephant. Imagine that, an elephant just like walks straight through. Not if there's a massive stake there; it'll go straight for your leg. I
Hmm.
don't think Mr. Elephant wants that. I'll tell you. Also, another thing that I got excited for because like in the Roman sages they don't just focus on Rome. It's about the Greeks as well. Like the Greeks. That's what I loved about
Yeah.
Rome Total War. Like picture this: Tr- Troy, Troy. Think about it: naval and land. Troy is probably the most. That'll be the best. Take over the beach. Move on to the city. Obviously, it won't be historically accurate because the whole thing was like a few years. Like they took down the beach, attacked it a few times. Then obviously they got the wooden horse. But imagine that, Troy. That would be so fun. Like you get Achilles and you can get Hector. Oh,
I think I think it won't be exactly Troy, but I think what you can do is you can get that kind of style of battle types. Like, you get cities that are really close to the sea, not just like Carthage, but I mean like are really close so you can just land like you have a fight for the beach first before you land up onto the
mm.
actual city itself.
What would be cool is like if you're defending, deploying, you can get a chance to deploy on the beach, then maybe like the town, and then like the castle or whatever. Like that'd be pretty
Hmm.
cool. Like or just the whole area. I have no idea really. I don't know what to expect, but then I trust the creative assembly to do an amazing job. They've done some good stuff in the past, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna pre-order it definitely.
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna make a video of me opening up the box for the first time. That'd be awesome.
I
So
think I'm probably gonna make a video of me. No, I'll probably pre-order it on Steam, because you get to pre-download it, and then as soon as it comes out, you can just play it straight away without having to
yeah,
download.
I'll do both.
But what I might do is I might do a video of me pre-ordering it and just getting like excited and all that.
mm. Also, a thing about I forgot to mention, like in campaign for Shogun, you can use your boats and stuff to help you in the battle. Like naval strikes, is it what it's called? I can't really remember.
Oh yeah, uh, naval bombardment.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that looks so. I watched Air of Carthage do it, and his reaction, boom, looks so awesome. And I reckon that's something that you can do in definitely you can do in Rome too, but obviously not in campaign, but in that actual battle. Like as you saw for the first thingy, you saw the catapults on the ships go like firing,
Yeah.
and also I reckon that'd be a huge part. Like maybe like I'm on a screenshot now. It shows all these boats and about to go into the port. Like maybe you might have to use your boats as like a ram to break into the port because you never know they might have like a gate thing for the actual port and you might have to use your boats to break that down because from the looks of it there's places outside the port where you can deploy where you can like drop men but also because like just floating straight into the port that'd be easy. There must be some kind of way, or I'm guessing there's like towers that obviously will burn your ships down. So that's the thing that I'll be concerned about. Like like think about it. You got a legion, well not a legion because no way because legions are huge, but like you got like a bunch of Romans on your boat. If that burns down, your men are going with it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm scared about. Just like your whole boat's just getting destroyed, and then all your men go.
Hmm.
Uh,
That would quite suck as well in a way, though, 'cause it's like I can see what you mean. It'd be pretty cool, like if you've got like the wall and then there's like a lake that goes through, so they got the harbor bit. But if you could put men on your boat and then your boat rams through the gate, and then you can drop off your men inside and fight
yeah,
as a way of getting in instead of like say if all your siege towers are being burnt down, your catapults have been wrecked, and your battering ram hasn't exactly had much luck as it does.
oh, never works. Never.
Stupid thing. So yeah, then you got to use your boats to ram through and get your men in. That would be quite cool actually.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on a screenshot now. It's showing a close up of like the actual units, and I
Hmm.
like how they're going to like the old look, like not with like the classical Roman legionary helmets and the armor like you see in every movie. They're going with like the chainmail and the helmets with like it's got like a feather on either side and it's got a bit of fluff on it. Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if those Romans were just designed for Carthage because obviously Carthage is a hot place and stuff. But
Well, yeah.
I'm not too sure.
They did because they did like vary them like over in here in this country anyway. Like when they invaded here,
Yeah.
um, we were obviously when we were doing like Romans and Celts when we were at school, like primary school, we did that.
Oh,
And
yes.
the
That
Romans here, oh yeah, that was the best
it
subject
was the
ever.
best. I know. I was about to say. Oh, I love those
Yeah,
times.
so
I love
they
school.
had to they had to wear like instead of wearing some of them had their usual metal shin pads, but some of them the ones that didn't get shin pads just had like bits of fur all wrapped around their
Mm.
legs and their
Yeah.
arms because of how cold it is up here. Typical,
It looked
but
awesome. I reckon it looked awesome.
they were more prepared for the weather than what most of us are today.
That's true. Yeah.
Like you see, some people. I know we're kind of going off topic here a bit, but you see some people like here when it's like snowing, they're walking around in sandals, shorts, and t-shirts at the beach, and you're just like, how are you doing this?
What are you doing? That happened to me once. It was winter, and because I live really close to the beach. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this quickly. And this person, no, not this person, this girl was walking around in a bikini, and it was raining. I'm like staring at her,
What?
going, "What are you doing?" Just waving my hands around, just going, "What are you doing?" But anyway, back to Total War. Another like, what else do you reckon that you'll want to see in Rome 2?
Well, I don't want the what do you call it? The upgrading your generals bit to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they introduced that in Shogun. I don't want that to go because that was really cool. And also apparently they've got this mode thing that lets you go into first person and it actually like, use WASD to move your unit around like marching.
Really? That would
It's
be
like
that'd be weird.
yeah, and like you click to like, go into combat and then they run in and all that. So it looks pretty good.
That'll be a whole different thing for the Total War, because Total War's always been like, it's like you have pretty much got what you're in charge, right? And
Yeah, you got the gods view.
but think about it. If you're first person, how are you going to control the rest of your army? Like think
No,
about.
it's like you can toggle in like in Fall of the Samurai the cannons what you can actually do is you can click on the cannons, you can press H and you go into a first person mode and you shoot the cannons.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. That was, that's the yeah. Shogun 2 looks awesome. Like just stuff like that, and like just all of that. That looks awesome. Like also what was it? Actually no, I've completely forgotten. Don't worry about that. But I reckon a lot of stuff in Shogun 2 will expect like the same sort of stuff will be in Rome 2. If you know what I mean. Like a lot of stuff like that's similar. Like oh like I completely just blanked out. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah. Anyway, Rome 2 is gonna be awesome. It's it looks awesome. It's gonna be
I think
it's gonna be a lot different for sure. 'Cause it's
I don't think I don't think religion's going to be like part in it this time like it usually is. I think what it's going to do is it's going to be like culture, like you know how you get barbaric culture and you get like Roman culture,
oh
Carthaginian
yeah
culture,
yeah
Greek culture. Instead of being religion, I think it's going to be like that instead.
yeah. Also, thing in Rome to the War, in the first one, not every team is equal. Okay, you're right. If you right example, people who know Rome to the War, Thrace. Okay, you're playing as Thrace, and you're versing Roman, like any of the Romans, they're exactly the same. You're not going to win if you got like a lot of money. Okay, if you get like 30,000 each, you're not going to win as Thrace unless you're a god. Okay, because Thrace have really basic units, and I don't reckon it's fair. Okay, and Thrace is one of my favorite teams. Like in history, like I love Thrace because especially because Spartacus was a Thracian and stuff. I love Thrace, but in Rome to the War they suck. Don't like it, especially for a campaign. I've heard that, and there's gonna be a lot more factions as well for Rome 2. I've heard there's gonna be a lot more factions, and you're gonna be able to play as all of them. I think I've heard that as a rumor. You're gonna be able to play as all the factions. That's what I'm gonna love. That's probably one of the most annoying things when you first get Rome to the War. You can only play as the Romans unless you go into the files, and so you can play as Greeks or Carthage, or you complete the whole series for Rome, or if you play one of the Romans. Because I completed the campaign for the Brutii, and I unlocked Carthage. That was pretty cool, and the Greeks, and I think there's the Gauls as well you can do, but I haven't done that.
Yeah. Um, but then again, you have to think about it. It is called Rome Total War, so you kind of expect that it is kind of going to benefit the Romans, because
Yeah,
it
it's
is
not
Rome Total
fair.
War.
It's not fair. The Spartans were just as awesome.
Oh
Think,
yeah, like the Greeks and the Carthaginians were like big threats to them, but you kind of had to have a lot of troops if you're going to play as Gaul and fight a Roman army.
mm, that's just the thing that annoyed about me is because like I loved the ancient times, but not just Romans. I loved all the Greeks, like 300. Everyone loves that movie. Like during that time, like and also like at the time of Alexander the Great. Even though they did make an expansion for that, but still, that was they only have like 4 factions in that game. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it was.
It's like
Yeah, no, but
what?
you could only play as you can only play as Alexander. I thought it would be pretty cool if you complete the campaign, you could see what the Persian side of it was like.
Yeah, I really hope that they do just they don't just focus on one like team. If you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I feel like that they did in Rome Total War. They only focus on the Rome, and then the rest of the teams were just like, yeah, they did a good job on a few teams. Like Macedon was pretty awesome. I liked how they got the companion cav and the raw pikemen, but and also the Greeks and the Carthaginians. But some of the other teams like Spain, like they
Oh,
are
they were just
they are hopeless in that. Even their best units are
horrible.
like not that good.
The best units is Carthage's basic units,
Yeah.
the Libyan spirit swordsmen,
Mm.
brown shields, or whatever you called them.
But yeah, they did a great job on Rome to the War, and especially it was made so long ago. But I really wish that they sort of make each team more equal. They definitely did that in Medieval too. Like each team's almost equal, besides the Aztecs. Um, every team
Yeah.
is pretty much the same. Like that's a little thing that annoys me about Medieval is that every team is almost the same. You know what I mean? Like they've all got like knights, they've all got archers. A few teams like England have got like the longbowmen, and like France have got the better cav and stuff. But a lot of the infantry is the same.
Well,
I guess that's good and bad if you think about it.
I think it's pretty good how I know Scotland, right? They've got the same units like the knights and all that, but they've also got like the Highlanders, the
Oh
Scottish
yeah,
rabble,
they
the
and
the Gallic.
they look awesome in that in the game.
They look awesome. Full stop.
They look awesome. Full stop. Exactly. End of story.
Exactly. Yeah. Nah, it's a bit biased
Yeah. So I think we've covered pretty much everything and a bit more.
and a bit more. So I think we can move on to the last one. What games are we looking forward to coming out in general,
Yeah.
or
Like,
are out? What's our favorite game right now?
what's my favorite game? Mountain Blade. I love that game.
Yeah, I would have to say Mountain Blade as well. Actually,
I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I must say.
I got the Roman Invasion mod because I seen you play it,
Mm.
and then I told you like I hadn't played it yet, and you said warning is very addictive. You
I
were
did.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a bit.
Also, a big question. I haven't actually asked anyone this. I've just thought of it recently. What are the Creative Assembly going to make next after Rome 2? Like, are they going to make a Empire Total War 2? But the problem is Empire 2 is just is good now. It's like you can't really improve it much. But
But that's because we're used to the old games like Medieval and Rome, and we think, well, there isn't any improvements. But if you think about it, in Medieval 2, it's like, as you say, they're all different and all that. Like they look different. But then in Empire Total War, they all look like they're the same person.
mm, mm. I always thought of this for many years. Like, what happens if they make a Greek Total War? That would be awesome. Because Greeks were a huge like part of history. Like especially Alexander the Great. Like, boom, no one can beat that. No one has beat that. Alexander the Great was amazing, and his army, his Macedonian army, went through Persia and stuff. I reckon they should make a better game of that. Like a game
Yeah,
just for that, not
I
an
think they should
expansion.
make. Yeah, I think they should make like a full on game for like I want to call it the ancient wars, but I mean like
Mm.
Alexander, Troy.
Oh,
Like
Troy,
there is a Troy
best.
Total War mod, but it's just like it's not really like Troy really.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, also I heard this little rumor that they're gonna make a World War Total War. I don't see that's gonna work ever. I just can't
Yeah, like
imagine it.
a world. I seen. Yeah, I got told about they were gonna make a World War Two kind of Total War, and I was like, well, you know, I don't really see how that. It would be cool though.
It would be cool, but it's ruining the whole point of Total War. Really, it's completely different. You're not having huge fights like your whole army versus a whole army. You're having
Yeah,
bits of
because
like squads, and especially World War. It's called World War because it's pretty much the world. It's like the whole
is
world's
at war.
involved. Like it's not just like, and you can't really have factions. Pretty much, it's like good versus evil. No, it's not good versus evil. Obviously, like each team would call each other evil and good. But like it was pretty much the Germans teamed up with like a bunch of a bunch of other countries, and then it's like England, Australia, the US, France teaming up. It's like I couldn't imagine a campaign on that because everyone loves each. Well, there's like it's pretty much one. It's like red versus blue if you think about it. It's like one side versus the other side. I couldn't. I just no, don't like to think about it. I couldn't
Mm.
imagine, and it's like they wouldn't. And the plus the battles were not that. Unless you like think about the really early stages of like the World War, like World War Two is pretty much just hiding in a hole and shooting, and then you think about it, tanks, and then like planes and stuff. I just don't see how it would work in a Total War game. It works in other games like oh I can't think of an example, but it works in other games, but not a Total War game.
Total War has just stayed so. Everybody's so used to Total War being about like historic battles and all that.
Yeah.
It would seem a bit weird if they went forward as far as World War Two. I mean, like Fall of the Samurai. I can remember watching videos on YouTube of the directors diaries and all that. I can remember them saying that Fall of the Samurai was as far in the future as they were going to go
Mm.
because that from that on after Fall of the Samurai they started to realize that maybe they had taken it a bit too far ahead from what like it was used to.
Yeah. I reckon that's the problem with the whole creative assembly. Like, what are they gonna do next? Like, what will they do next after Rome 2 is gonna be amazing. They're gonna make billions of that, no doubt about it. But like, what they can do after that? Obviously, I reckon they're gonna do expansions for it, because they do it for every game. Well, not every game, most games. Like, think about it. Rome to the War got barbarian invasion, and it got Alexander the Great, and then you know what I mean. And then like for the Samurai got um
No, Shogun got Fall of the Samurai,
oh yeah, Tom. It's late.
and
Okay,
then
it's late. Okay, forgive me.
yeah, it's like 1 in the morning for you.
140 actually. Anyway,
Yeah, two almost. Wow.
and also obviously medieval got a huge expansion, like four different expansions. It's huge. Like
Mm.
this is what I'm excited for. They might make an expansion just for the Greeks in Rome 2. You never know. It'll be, and I reckon that'll be
Yeah,
awesome.
might be influenced by us.
Yes, we have
I have my
changed the
doubts.
world. We've changed the way of the creative assembly. But I doubt they'll ever watch this. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I think we've
It
gone
it
for ages. Anything else you
yeah,
want to talk
almost an
about?
hour. Um.
We've covered a
hmm.
lot of stuff.
Oh, we could go over a few mods.
Oh yes, exactly. Like mods. Like, what mods will they use for Rome 2? Like obviously it will take a while because like it's gonna be a huge game.
Yeah,
Rome
but I mean,
2.
like, what mods are you using now for like just all your games in general?
Third Age.
Like, which third age? Yeah.
That's my favorite mod of
Um,
all time. No doubt about
I'm
it.
using I'm using the Darth mod right now for what you call it for Napoleon. It's actually quite good. It adds more units into it as well. Plus, it lets you play as more than just the coalition and France.
Mm.
So that's quite good. I've also got the American Civil War mod as well. That's really good.
Mm. So guys, in the description, as well as the link to Metcha's YouTube channel, I can maybe ask a few questions like, what is your favorite mod? What is your favorite Total War game? Yeah, that sounds good. What about that?
Yeah, you could put that down in the comments of this video. That'd be pretty cool.
And yeah, it'd be awesome. Also, me and Metcha play a few battles online. We played medieval. I'm going to show a bit of. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to show you like I'm going to show our 1v1 we did, and show a bit of maybe show a bit of Rome Total War, I could show a little bit of Empire because I've got the, as I said like before, and I could show, well, I could show Third Age maybe about, because we're about talking about mods, and yeah. But
You
I'm not.
should. I think yeah, third age should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I love Third Age. I think I am in love.
Hmm.
Well, who doesn't love Lord of the Rings? And who doesn't love?
Nobody. Everybody loves Lord of the Rings.
Everyone loves Lord of the Rings, and everyone loves Total War. Mix them together, you've made something beyond this earth. But yeah, that whole Third Age mod is just amazing as well. They've done such a good job of that. Amazing job. But anyway, I think it's gonna be like almost an hour long, so I reckon
Yeah,
I should end this here. But if you enjoyed this, we could do plenty of more of these in the future. But anyway,
that would
yeah,
be cool.
yeah. So yeah, if you watch the whole thing, well done. Like, let's clap. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah. But yeah. As
Yay.
always, you know, give it a
You
like.
get a sticker.
Give it a like, and you get a sticker.
Yeah.
Add it to your favorites, you get a T-shirt. That'll be awesome.
Oh, we should do that.
I'm not made of money. That'll cost like $30 each shirt. Because I'm poor, it's $150 each shirt. Deal. Good. You won't find a better price. And guess what? Even better.
Unless you go.
There's nothing on the T-shirt. Yeah, it's just a plain white
Yeah,
T-shirt.
just a no, with both our faces on it, just smiling at you.
Yes, smiley
Is
faces.
is it the face that you got ripped off for buying a stupid T-shirt face?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Metcha.
Nerd.
Thank you, Metcha, for joining me in my 300 sub special and talking about Total Wars. It's been really awesome to talk about someone who loves
Yes.
Total War just as much as I do.
Awesome.
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 Oh, I'm so tired now. I'm not sure about you because it's like afternoon for you, but me, I'm way past my bedtime.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Yeah, especially got school. Ugh. Anyway, I'm not going to talk
Got
about it.
school
Talk
tomorrow.
about it in there. School sucks, especially it's my last year. Anyway,
You got school tomorrow.
no, the day after, but this will affect school.
Oh, I thought you meant you had school as in earlier on this morning. I was like, oh, I am so sorry.
I don't think I don't think I could ever do that, but yeah. Anyway, this probably will go way more than an hour long. I have no idea, but yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out Metcha. Give it a like. Add it to your favorites because you love me and you love Metcha. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Do you want to say bye?
Bye bye.
Bye. See ya.